Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news, all right. Folks, buckle up because what's currently swirling around the NFL, especially in the NFC North, could be a game changer for the Green Bay Packers. Rumors are flying about a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape our offense and give us a serious boost heading into the final stretch of the season. The chatter revolves around T. Higgins, the dynamic wide receiver from the Cincinnati Bengals, and how he might be heading our way. Now, I know this sounds like pure speculation at first glance, but the details are starting to add up, and it's enough to get Packers fans excited about the possibility of adding a true playmaker to our already talented wide receiver core. Let's take a step back and understand the context. The Bengals are currently sitting at a rough 4-6 record, and with their cap space tight at around $13 million, it's no secret that they're facing some serious roster crunch. Rumors suggest that Cincinnati might be looking to shake things up, especially after whispers about Joe Burrow's shoulder injury have cast a cloud over the team's future. What's more, the Bengals are in a bit of a rebuild mode, or at least they're trying to manage their cap and roster to stay competitive in the long run. That's where T. Higgins comes into the picture. The young wide receiver, just 26 years old, has been a consistent target and a reliable deep threat, especially with his impressive ability to make contested catches and rack up yards after the catch. Higgins' stats are nothing short of impressive. Up until November 10th of this season, he's caught 48 passes for 712 yards and 6 touchdowns. That's an average of nearly 15 yards per reception, and he's shown an ability to create mismatches in the red zone, where he's been a real threat with an 80% catch rate on contested balls. His route running is sharp, and his ability to make plays in tight coverage has earned him a solid 87, 4 grade from PFF, which is no small feat for a receiver in a crowded NFL landscape. He also averaged 5.8 yards after the catch per reception, and his EPA per target sits at plus 0.41, showing that he's a productive weapon when it counts. And let's not forget, Higgins had a slight clavicle tweak in Week 3, but that's well behind him now. Over his career, he's amassed over 200 receiving yards and 32 touchdowns, with an 89% catch rate on deep balls, clearly demonstrating his reliability and explosive potential. Now, what makes Higgins so intriguing for the Packers? Well, first off, his addition would be a game changer in terms of creating mismatches on offense. Imagine pairing him with Christian Watson, the kind of duo that defenses would struggle to contain. Higgins' ability to stretch the field and make contested catches complements Watson's speed and big play potential. Plus, Higgins' production in the red zone, where he's been a reliable target, could significantly boost our scoring efficiency. This is especially important considering our current red zone touchdown rate, which has been on the rise, thanks in part to the improvements we've seen from Jordan Love. His passing efficiency has increased by roughly 16%, and the aerial yards per attempt have jumped from around 240 to nearly 300 yards. The offense is really clicking lately, and Higgins could be the finishing piece that elevates us from a good team to a true Super Bowl contender. And speaking of the Bengals, their current struggles are worth noting. Their wide receiver room is reportedly crumbling, with injuries and inconsistent production. The offensive line is allowing an average of 4 sacks per game, a number that's hard to ignore when trying to keep Joe Burrow upright and healthy. Their defense, too, ranks near the bottom in EPA per pass, currently sitting at 27th overall, which makes them vulnerable and in need of a shakeup. Cincinnati could be eyeing a rebuild, and trading Higgins now, while his value is high, makes sense for them. They might be looking to acquire draft picks to rebuild the roster, especially after a disappointing season so far. For the Packers, this potential move could be a massive boost. We're sitting at 5-1, with about $11 million in cap space projected for 2026, and what better way to capitalize on that than by adding a proven playmaker like Higgins? Pairing him with Christian Watson creates a versatile, explosive duo that defenses will have a hard time stopping. Higgins' ability to average +1 9 yards per route run and increase red zone efficiency by around 11% could be exactly what we need to push our passing game to the next level. It's not just about adding talent, it's about creating mismatches and making our offense more unpredictable. Let's think about the bigger picture. Higgins' addition would not only elevate our passing attack, but could also serve as a catalyst for Jordan Love's growth as a quarterback. His stats this season have been encouraging, improving his yards per attempt and his overall efficiency. So adding a receiver of Higgins' caliber could turn our offense into one of the most dangerous in the league. The comparison to Tyreek Hill's impact at Kansas City is not far-fetched. Higgins has the potential to add over 100 yards in a season, which would be a huge boost for our overall offensive production. Now, when we look at the current market value for Higgins, the odds for the Super Bowl are also interesting. If Higgins joins the Packers, our chances of making a deep playoff run increase significantly. Current Super Bowl betting odds show that with Higgins, teams could see their odds improve from around +2,500 to as low as +1,500. That's a serious boost, and it underscores how crucial a player like Higgins could be in this playoff push. His hands are reliable, 0 drops in 2025, and he's known for clutch plays, especially in the red zone. His toughness and ability to make tough catches in traffic remind many fans of the legendary Donald Driver, someone who always came through in big moments. Looking ahead, Higgins could be the X factor in our playoff run, especially in high-pressure moments where his hands and contested catch ability would shine. His presence on the field would force defenses to rethink their game plan, opening up more space for Watson, Aaron Jones, and the rest of our weapons. The synergy he could create with Jordan Love and the coaching staff's play calling would be a nightmare for opposing defenses. Plus, his experience and proven track record in clutch situations make him a perfect fit for the Packers' culture of resilience and toughness. And let's not forget the long-term implications. If this move happens, it signals that the Packers are serious about competing now and into the future. Higgins' contract situation and his performance this season make him a prime target for a team like ours that's looking to build a sustainable, explosive offense. The potential chemistry with Watson and the added dimension he would bring to the red zone are exactly what we need to keep our offense unpredictable and dangerous for years to come. In conclusion, this is a story that's still developing, but the signs point to a very real possibility of T. Higgins donning the green and gold soon. The Cincinnati Bengals might be at a crossroads, and the Packers have a chance to capitalize on that. It's a move that could propel us into serious Super Bowl contention and leave our divisional rivals scrambling to keep pace. For all of us diehard Packers fans, it's an exciting time. We've seen how a single playmaker can shift the momentum, and Higgins' addition could be just that. We'll be watching closely as the trade rumors unfold, but one thing is for sure, if Higgins joins us, the NFC North landscape might look very different come playoff time. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you believe T. Higgins would be the perfect piece to help us chase another Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with a move like this possibly happening, the excitement is only going to ramp up. So stay locked in, keep the faith, and let's see where this story goes. The Green Bay Packers are always in the mix, and with fans like you, we're ready for whatever comes next. Go Pack, go!